just how bad is this economic crisis going to get? Way back in March, we assembled a group of people who study economic history so that we could ask what the Great Depression can teach us about today's economic crisis and what we should keep an eye on as the pandemic continues. When we last spoke with them in May, Eric Hilt, a professor of economic history at Wellesley College, said the economic crisis was shaping up to be worse than he had initially expected. Carola Frydman, a professor of finance at Northwestern University who studies financial history, and Kathleen, a lecturer at Johns Hopkins Carey Business School who specializes in financial crisis, both said it was hard to tell where the economy was headed with so much uncertainty about the trajectory of the virus. So now, more than 6 months after the Trump administration declared a public health emergency in the United States due to the coronavirus outbreak, we got them back on the program to ask how they are feeling about the economy now. "I am growing increasingly pessimistic," said Hilt. "I'm not feeling good about it at all," said Day. "Not that much has changed since the last time we talked," said Frydman. "There is still a big question mark and a lot of uncertainty. But even in uncertain times, there are some markers we can use to keep track of what's going on. First up, the unemployment rate. Although financial markets are doing relatively well and unemployment rate is still elevated," said Hilt, "the unemployment rate has come down just a little bit," said Frydman. "But it's still very dire," said Day. At 10.2%, the unemployment rate last month remained near the worst levels reached during and shortly after the Great Recession. Last month, the number of unemployed people who have lost their jobs permanently reached 2.9 million. And the longer this lasts, the more permanent unemployment will be for some, and the harder it's going to be to resolve this, said Frydman. Also, and related, consumer confidence is down. That's a big problem, said Day. People are saying, well, maybe I have not been laid off, but I better save for a rainy day. There isn't a perfect historical reference point for the crisis we are in right now, but Frydman said one lesson from the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 to 1919 is the importance of government spending in mitigating economic damage. In that case, it happened because of the war effort, and right now it's happening through various federal programs, she said. That's going to have economic consequences that may ripple throughout the economy, said Hilt. I think we all have our hopes on an excellent medical solution to the crisis, said Frydman. But that does not mean that the economy will recover immediately thereafter. Most of the idea, comment, information, and criticism containing in these videos have been created by Daily News Report. Before making any important investment decision, use the information contained in these videos as a starting point for conducting your own research. If you make any investment or legal decision, it is advised to consult an expert before making this decision.